This episode of the podcast is brought to you by nomnomcom. And if you love your pet, which I know you do, you're going to want to feed them the finest pet food of all time by going to nomnomcom. You can try out some of the finest food available to your beloved pet, your best friend. Everyone loves their dog. You can try out the beef mash, the chicken cuisine, the pork potluck, and turkey fair meals for your dog. And there's many, many more different recipes on there. If you love your dog, you're going to want to give them this food. It's absolutely amazing. It looks so damn good, I would eat it myself. And I'll tell you what, you can really not even tell by the love and affection that your dog gives you after they eat some of Nam's delicious food. You're going to see it as well because their fur looks so much sweeter, healthier, and just thicker and just fuller. Because I'll tell you what, the vitamins and the nutrition, all the good stuff is in this food that your dog needs to grow a healthy set of fur, live a long, healthy life, and be your best friend forever. You can also use our code VOMSHOW to save up to 50% off your first order and get free shipping for a limited time. Go to nom.com and tell them the nerd sent you. This podcast is also brought to you by our friends over at Binoid.com, makers of the finest THC product on the market. They've been longtime sponsors of the show and also been providing me the greatest THC product on the market. I absolutely love Binoid. We've been with them for quite a while now, and they've been good to us. And oh my goodness, I love their product. I started off with the capsules, then I moved on to the vape pens, then I started rolling my own with the flower, then I got the pre-rolls because I got lazy. Doesn't matter. This stuff is absolutely amazing and will make you feel good in many different ways, mentally, physically, and it will just improve the quality of your life. You have to try this stuff out. It is changing the way people are living their lives. Binoid, Binoid.com, and also our sister website because it's so big. There's so much business. We had to open up another website, Bloom's Hemp, Bloomz hemp.com. You can get wax dabs, pre-roll flower, capsules. You can get the cigarettes. You can get the pre-rolled blunts. You can get the vape cartridges. You can get the gummy bears, the gummy worms, the sour diesel patch. You can get the wax, the dabs, all the hoodads and all that shit. I don't even understand. There's so many different ways now to get THC in your system. It's blowing my mind. You can even get soda cans, seltzer with THC infused in it. This stuff will get you laced up. And I will also tell you a little secret here. We now have psychedelic mushrooms in 3 different flavors, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. This stuff will send you straight to heaven if you have a couple of bites. It is phenomenal product, very safe and secure, lab tested THC, and oh my goodness, I can't believe it. We have mushrooms. I will say it again. This stuff is phenomenal. You have to check it out right now and use our code NERD to save 10% and get free shipping on any order at Binoid.com and Bloom's Hemp.
On with the show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the often imitated, never duplicated Voices of Misery podcast. And of course, I am one half of your dynamic duo of the nerds. I'm the nerd and you are.
Nerdette.
And I guess I got to start the show off just admitting that I lost by about 2 hours. I just did the math in my head here. I got about 2 hours shy of finishing Seinfeld by midnight tonight. Just the amount of episodes that are left. Season 9 just started as we're recording the podcast, and I would need about 8 hours. And that would put me at around 2 o'clock in the morning. If I was to watch straight without falling asleep, taking my eyes off the TV and skipping the intros and all the bullshit, I would come up short. So I have to concede I did not finish Seinfeld before today. But it'll be done before Friday, so there you go. I fucking lost, which means... two-time winner of the BFF contest is going to be watching The Vampire Diaries instead of Supernatural. So there you go. You're going to gloat?
Well, it's a better show.
Are you going to... No, it's not.
It's a better show.
Subjective. They're both great shows.
Good for her.
They're both great shows, but I really do feel like Supernatural would have been a better start. Because you got Vampire Diaries, and you've gotten the originals, then you've gotten the other one...
Legacies?
Yeah, I mean, there's too much jumping around. You don't
have to do that.
But you can go through Supernatural and just be complete.
Yeah.
15 seasons. But you got 15 seasons of one show, as opposed to 8 of one, 5 of another, and then you have a lot more shit to watch. She should have done Supernatural, but I digress.
But I don't think she's going to keep going. I think she's just doing Vampire Diaries. I don't think she didn't say anything about the originals and Legacies, and fuck Legacies.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Don't even bother wasting time with that shit show.
I'm very disappointed. I feel like a pet has died. That's how upset I am right now because I was really trying to finish Seinfeld, but it's all good. What have you been watching?
The originals.
Is it good? Is it entertaining this time around?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to me.
I don't know, man. I tried watching that show, but when you do a spin-off,
I think you missed the high school shit. There's I don't know. They're not in high school. These are grown adults
it's not
on
that.
this show.
I don't know what it is. I feel like the characters are more interesting in Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
It's not the high school shit because I feel like the show was better when they weren't doing that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because I watched it for years after. Well, not years, but I mean seasons after. I binged it all, but I mean they got out of high school after what, season 2 in Vampire Diaries?
No. I
Pretty
think
quick.
5 or 6.
Really, that long?
Yeah, I just watched it. Yeah.
Holy shit! Well, I would have to ask you. Yeah.
I think it was the end of season 5, like the finale of 5,
Fuck.
where they graduated.
Jeez.
Yeah, where the fuck have
you don't understand,
they were
man.
in high school a very long time. They
You
just weren't
watched
there.
it when it was on the air, didn't you?
Yeah.
See, so you had that time in between where it felt like it was taking forever. For me, everything's all mushed into one.
I watched all 3 of those shows when they were on air. So
Yeah, I remember you watching them.
Yeah, the crossovers and stuff. Like I was watching them already on TV. So
Well, then, fuck you, fuck me, rather.
I could follow along very easily.
Well, you could, but I mean, you got to understand. I'm watching these all one after the other.
I know.
Everything, like you finish season 3, season 4 is right there. You just lose track. It's kind of like when you switch a job and your days off change, and you're like, what fucking day is it?
I know
today?
it's terrible. Like I watched the challenge this morning. Well, this afternoon. I completely forgot it was Wednesday, and I had an episode on there. I just happened to check the Paramount app, and I'm like, oh fuck, a new episode. I don't like this weekly crap.
Me neither.
Just give me the whole season. I would have been done in a day, but you know what? I had trouble remembering week to week. Oh shit, I have a show to watch.
Exactly.
That sucks.
Exactly. So there you go. I got to find something else to watch now. Damn it.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's almost done. I'm freaking happy. I'm excited. I'm going to be done with it probably tomorrow. Yeah, actually, definitely tomorrow because I'm going to finish watching a few episodes tonight. I'll probably get halfway through season 9 tonight, and I'll finish it tomorrow when I'm at work, which has been freaking amazing, by the way. But what else you been up to? Anything else?
No.
No, you haven't been doing shit. You haven't been.
No, we haven't left the house. Haven't done anything.
Yeah, true. What the fuck is going on with our mail system, by the way?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get really ticked off.
I'm expecting something awesome in the mail. That got some great news yesterday.
Something is going on with, and I don't think it's just here. Mm-hmm. For Mother's Day, my sister sent me 2 cards because she has to be fucking funny, and she sent them the same exact day from the same damn mailbox. I got one a couple days after Mother's Day. It took a freaking week to get here. Usually it takes 2 to 3 days to get anything. It was just a card, so it wasn't a package. The other card mysteriously took, I think, 2 weeks to get here. And she mailed it from Clifton Park, New York, but it was postmarked from fucking Connecticut. And I'm like, were you in Connecticut? She goes, no. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's so freaking bizarre. And then this week we have what is that app called where you can see your mail the next day?
Informed delivery.
Yeah, so we have that.
An amazing thing for people that need to know what the hell's going on with
the
the mail.
You're able to check your mail, see what's coming in the mailbox the next day. So we've been checking it. Yesterday we were supposed to get 2 pieces of mail, junk mail, but still 2 pieces of mail never made it here. Mm-hmm. And then the day before that, we were supposed to get something that they weren't able to scan. Like, they didn't have a picture of it, but they said something was coming. Nothing came. And then today, there was nothing. I'm like, where is our mail at?
You know what the funny thing about that is, too? Is it's like, oh, we have mail that hasn't been able to get scanned, which prompted me to be like, oh, that's an odd thing that you can't scan. I wonder what it could be. I'm expecting something that I've been expecting now for a while. So that prompted me to call the place that owes me something.
Yeah.
And it turns out, hey, we just approved that. It's coming to you in the mail. This is what it's going to be. So I'm like, motherfucker, that's got to be what it is. And then nothing shows up. And then today nothing shows up. It's just, the mail is fucking crazy lately. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, yesterday, because Jen and I have been walking, like, the neighborhood or whatever. Yesterday, the mail person drove right by me, past her mailbox. And I'm like, bitch, I know we have mail.
Yeah.
Why aren't you stopping? I don't get it. I don't know where the hell our mail is what's going on. We got like a time warp in here.
Something's going on.
Shit
really
goes missing. We can't get
out.
mail. Fucking weird sounds. I don't know.
Yeah, weird people
know.
too, man. Last night I was coming into the bedroom, and no, not last night. It was 2 nights ago. So I was really fucking high, man. I was like really like fucking in like another realm and shit. And I closed the door after I was harassing everybody in the living room. And I came out. I'm going to the bedroom, and the lights were dark. The TV was like the only thing that was lighting the room. You know how it is. You get a dark room, and the TV's illuminating a little bit. I turned around after I shut the door, and I could have swore I saw a figure. And then I turned the other way, and I saw another one. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
And I was on the porch.
You were on the porch.
So you come out there, and you're yelling and screaming like...
I'm like, where are you, bitch?
Yeah, like,
Like you were
looking for
playing
me.
games.
And I'm like, and I didn't even respond. Like, I'm not even going to... no.
Well, you're used to it now.
Yeah.
The whole
Like,
paranoia, the high thing, just... You're over it now, aren't you?
I've been over it for a while.
You're over it. You want
I
it to
just don't
end.
care.
You
No,
want it to-
it's not that, because it's better than drinking.
Yeah.
So, like,
definitely.
like, you know, and a lot of the times I think it's funny.
I
But
think it's hilarious.
I'm not gonna, you know...
This fucking wounded warrior just walking around the house afraid of everything. Freaking
I'm
out.
just not gonna get involved.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let you just walk around the house like a crazy person. And just mind my own business. Try to stay in my own damn bubble.
Well, I guess since you're done talking about what you've been watching, which has been a whole lot of nothing. Season 9 of Seinfeld, man. This show, I don't regret watching it. I don't. I actually enjoyed watching it, for the most part. It's not a show that's going to make you laugh out loud, like I said before. It's just a show to watch. It's just something good to have on in the background. Yeah, pretty much. The title of our last episode, which got a lot of good reviews, man. And people were like, oh, you're going to do more of those. And I'm like...
God, please, no.
You can't just do that every episode, otherwise it loses its luster. Like, maybe I'll drop one now and then, every once in a while, but you can't just... I mean, you get something that, oh, we like that. If you give it to someone every episode, you know, it's going to be like, oh, they're doing that again. It just loses the point, don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't want Seinfeld to be a fucking skit on the show.
There was a time where I did a couple things, too, remember?
Yeah.
And people wanted me to keep doing it. I think you had... This was a long time ago, where you had started doing the intro and I cut you off and I did it myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said stuff about that. And
do
then
that more and more.
Another one was, because I'm always the last one freaking talking for some reason, I said, bye, bitches, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then...
Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck about it. No, I had a good time. I had a good time filming those.
Then people want you to keep repeating it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get some help with the jokes, though, because, I mean, you have to be a real fucking comedian to write some Jerry Seinfeld jokes, because holy shit, man. I mean, that guy just fucking drones on and on about nothing, and people love it, so they did a lot of fucking business, that show. But other than that, man, you know, I'm still watching Seinfeld. You guys are celebrating in the fucking Discord channel today, and, you know, people are posting pictures of drugs, paraphernalia now, because the whole I lost the Seinfeld thing. And that just got me to think on a side note here. It's very barbaric to smoke your marijuana. I don't know why people insist on showing pictures of their hands holding a thing that they're going to smoke out of. It's just very barbaric. I think the way you should do it is like a gentleman or lady. You take a pill and you just let it happen.
Oh, God.
You don't walk into a building smelling like a skunk, which is something I always thought was funny. I mean, you got this thing that you're indulging in, right? And you go into a store... And there's cops around. And when I used to work at a 7-Eleven overnight, people would come in fucking blasted, right? You would reek of marijuana. You could smell the shit from a mile away. Cops would come into this particular location all the time to get their coffee and stuff. So they're just standing around there at the coffee machine. Some dude pulls up in his car and gets out of his car or whatever, reeks of marijuana, walks past these officers, and you're like, I mean, I would just be fucking horrified to do that, and people are just doing it like, who gives a fuck, man? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
why?
just-
Why would it be a problem walking past an officer?
Because,
Unless you got it on you.
Because, like, you're under the influence, obviously. I mean, I can smell it like that. Like, that's like walking past someone.
I don't...
That's like spilling a beer on your shirt and being like, I'm going to get out the car and go into the store. I see a cop car in there, and they're going to be like, hey, are you drunk driving?
They're busy getting their coffee. I don't think they care.
I don't know, man. People
Then,
are either
third
dumb or
shift.
fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't like advertise what the fuck I'm doing like that. I mean, like if I'm going to be stoned in public, I want to smell like soap and water. I don't want people being like, hey, I can tell that guy's fucked. I don't know, man. It's just something weird about it. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I don't know. To each their own, though. But, yes, Seinfeld's been pretty good. The other show I've been watching is this new one I found called Big Little Lies. Have you heard of this one?
I tried it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I tried it. This is the Nicole Kidman one. Is that
Reese
the one?
Witherspoon, Nicole
Yeah.
Kidman, Cheyenne Woodley.
I couldn't get into it.
Really?
I watched 2 episodes and I gave
Wow.
up.
What did you not like about it?
I thought it was boring.
Well, it was boring. The first 2 episodes I did not like.
I don't know what I watched, but that kept coming up as like recommended.
Yeah.
And I don't know what app it was, and I'm like, okay, well, I heard a lot of good things about it, but I only gave it 2 episodes, so you're gonna have to let me know. Maybe I can go back.
I watched 2 episodes and then I didn't like it.
Yeah, see? Neither did I.
After that, though, things started happening, and it's a really good show. I just didn't know how to recommend it to someone because it's really heavy on certain things that could trigger other people, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, for me, that got me into it was there was an incident that happened at this kid's school where the daughter got choked. And this is a first grade class, and they were like, who did it? And she pointed to this kid. She's like, oh, he did it. And this kid's got issues. His dad's not in the picture. Cheyenne Woodley plays the mom. She's a young mom. The kid's played by the young Sheldon kid. And he does a really good job acting like a little boy who's got fucking issues and shit, right? He doesn't have a dad in the picture. The mom never told him who the dad was. Nicole Kidman plays a woman who's in a really fucking crazy relationship where, like, the husband beats the crap out of her and then they have passionate sex after it. And it's like, what the fuck? Does she like it? Is this part of their game? What's their deal here? And Reese Witherspoon plays Reese Witherspoon and everything. She's Reese Witherspoon, little cutie pie who fucking is this woman who's all over the place. You know, she's this hover mom or helicopter mom, whatever the fuck they call them. And these people, their lives all intertwined together. And Laura Linney, I think her name is, the chick from, I think she was in Jurassic Park. What the fuck was her name? The blonde older lady. I think that's her name. I don't know, but she's in it too. She's like the queen bee of the group, and her daughter's the one that got choked by Cheyenne Woodley's kid. It gets really fucking good, man. It's like the whole thing's about like, hey, what's wrong with your kid? And you're starting to find out like what happened with the woman. And Cheyenne Woodley, it turns out she was raped, and her kid's a product of rape. She didn't get a catch of the guy's face, but she heard his voice. I can't really say too much more because I'll spoil the fucking thing. But everybody's lives do intertwine in a way. And the finale is very rewarding.
So this is season 1?
This is season 1. There's only 7 episodes. Things move pretty quickly because they're only about an hour each, these episodes. But it's basically a story about these women facing a lot of adversity. Real life situations happen. Some of the things that happen to Nicole Kidman's character, you watch it and you feel uncomfortable. It's like really serious. They did a really great job with the acting. It was top notch. So definitely, if you like real life TV shows or real life scenarios and situations, this is the one right up your alley. Really good show. Season 2 so far is the same thing. It's like I'm watching season 2, and then you're like, okay, they introduce a different person, and you can see how they're going to keep this thing rolling for season 2, and it should get really interesting. So they're doing a good job. I can't really say too much, like too many details, because you're going to start watching it again. Probably not, because I
don't know. We'll see. I know I gave it a shot a couple years ago.
Yeah,
it's been a while, so I would have to rewatch both those episodes again.
No, it's a pretty good show. I would definitely check it out. Big Little Lies. Check that show out. What the fuck app is that even on anyway? Max, I think it's on Max. I think so. I don't even fucking know, man. I just click buttons and I find shit. So there you fucking go, man.
They did announce the cast for Trader season 3.
Yeah, I sent you one of them, and you were like, I knew it already.
Yeah, I knew first thing this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little excited. Nikki Bella's going to be on there.
Yeah.
I'm a little pumped for that. Boston Rob is going to be on. He's making his rounds. He retired for a few years, but apparently he's going to show up on all my goddamn reality shit again. I don't know, a couple people.
These fucking losers, man. These fucking losers.
A couple Big Brother people. I'm pumped.
I couldn't imagine being somebody and having to go to reality TV. It was like, okay, I was on regular money, TV, though. I was famous, I was doing stuff like that Boston slob guy. I can see him doing it and doing the fucking rounds because he's always been doing it.
Yeah.
He's a fucking nobody.
Who are you talking about then, Nikki?
Yeah, like she was on TV. I mean, yeah, I know being a professional wrestler ain't shit either, but it's a step above this crap.
And then she did Dancing with the Stars, and she had her reality show.
Well, Dancing with the Stars,
couple of them, I think.
I mean,
she had Total Divas,
the way they're presented,
Twins, and then I thought she had her own.
But Dancing with the Stars, like, you're presented as somebody who at least is a star, even though you're not. I mean, these people are fucking, like, F-less celebrities, you know?
I'm excited to see her, though. And she's by herself.
Yeah.
The fucking stupid twin isn't there, so...
Yeah, well, that's... But how's that going to work for her? Her whole thing is being
she's
a twin.
A leader.
Her whole thing is being a twin, though.
She's got the other show, Barmageddon or something like that.
I don't know.
She's a host of that. She's just, I don't know.
Well, good
I
for
don't
her.
like Brie, so I'm glad. At least it's the one I freaking like.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's her.
Can you imagine seeing like Burt Reynolds go on one of these fucking shows, or like some older actor just going right back to reality? You know, it just feels wrong. I don't know. It seems to be. I know they got bills to pay, and fuck me. If you need to pay your bills, you need to do reality. You fucking do your reality TV. But it's just weird as an outsider seeing that shit. Like, wait, why are you doing that?
Well, that show is I think they only tape for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's something quick. It's a quick payday.
Yeah, quick payday for these people. But man, it's like you really shoot yourself in the foot with that shit, man. You know. Who the fuck wants you in a major motion picture if they saw you fucking puking up snails on a fucking island or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But otherwise, I mean, work's been pretty decent. We haven't done shit, man. You know how every class they've got a fucking idiot that can't figure out a damn thing? We've got one, actually. And this girl, man, is just getting so frustrated with everything. She's bitching about everything, like, oh, these programs suck. I hate this mouse y'all sent me. Like, bitch, everyone else is just sitting there. This person's complaining, like, you know, you're complaining about every single thing that was sent to your house. No one else is. So it's either every single piece that they sent you is defective.
I don't like your keyboard.
Or you're defective, bitch.
I don't like your mouse either.
What are you, just touching everything when I'm asleep?
No, I'm looking at your table set. The computer's nice because it's freaking massive. It looks like a damn TV.
Pretty big stuff.
I don't like that stuff either.
Well, you know what? I haven't even got a chance to use the fucking shit. Everyone else, I'm just sitting there. Everything else is already set up, and these people are just taking forever. So eventually I'll be prepared for this job. Hopefully, maybe one day. We'll see. But definitely enjoying being in the house, man. Nothing can fucking take that away from me. I'm feeling really good about everything. And good news is always coming. You know, great things are going on. So I'm very excited and pleased. I got to talk to my grandfather, which was fucking nice. So I'm a happy camper. You ready to get some stories out of the way here? Get some topics? I know you're excited. Today's Wednesday. It's hump day. You ready to hop into some stuff here?
Yeah.
You got anything good, bad, and different, or scary? What you got today?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I got a tattoo, and I got a flavor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, here we go. Let's start off with this one.
Oh, you know,
what?
Hold on a second. We did have something really interesting happen yesterday.
What's that?
Which I thought was, like, I was in shock and I couldn't figure... I'm like, what is happening in this house? Sitting on the couch, right, trying to watch my show. And I'm hearing this really good song playing, and I'm like, oh, let me mute my TV because I actually like this song.
It was...
It was REO Speedwagon. Yep. And you were working, so I'm like, you listening to music really loud in there? Like, what is happening? And you're like, no, I'm listening to podcasts. So I keep listening, thinking maybe your podcast is playing part of the song, and then it's going to go into talking or whatever. Well, it never went into talking, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get up from the couch, and I'm walking around the house. Jenna is in her room blasting at top notch.
REO Speedwagon.
I'm like, what is happening?
What the fuck with this kid, man?
This kid who does nothing but watch preschool YouTube shit.
Yeah.
Dora on repeat right now. It was Peppa Pig. We've moved it back to Dora. Like, she goes back and forth with them all day long. It's Dora. Not yesterday. She
REO Speedwagon, man. That autism took a back seat for one day. She's like, I'm going to be a kid my age back in 1985.
I'm like, well, at least it's a good song she's listening to.
It was an alright song. I
love that song.
I wasn't a big REO Speedwagon fan. Not at all, man. I don't know.
You don't know what good music is. Then.
No, I like a lot of good music, just not this. I don't know. This motherfucker. You know what it is? I think it's because they're always fucking on somewhere. Supermarket, you go there, fucking REO Speedwagon. You watch any movie, they play a fucking REO Speedwagon song.
Yeah, and I sang.
Yeah, I guess.
I just thought that was interesting.
All right, let's hear about this one here. I got a story for you. This man was shot in his head driving home from a Chinese restaurant. He continued driving while hurt. So this man was shot in the back of the head while driving home from a Chinese restaurant in Laura, South Carolina. The man was driving home from the restaurant on Saturday when he saw a black Honda following him. The person driving the Honda then shot at him, hitting him in the back of the head. The victim continued driving, turning on the SC 747 and then on the SC 66, headed to North Carolina while the Honda continued to follow him. Or so you get shot in the back of your fucking head. And you're just continuing your drive. You're hitting all the exits still, like nothing happened.
Well, maybe it was just Grace.
I mean, shit. You think getting shot in the back of the head? I'm imagining this person like execution style.
And I want to, if I'm able to drive, I'm going to keep driving to get help. I'm not going to sit there so they can come over to my window and finish the job.
Sometime along the drive in North Carolina, the victim lost a black Honda. He stopped and walked up to a woman's house and explained what happened. She then drove him to McLeod Seacoast Hospital, 4,000. Boy, how the fuck did you get your ass here? And why would you knock on my door? I would just be so skeptical of this whole thing if I was that woman.
Where's the bullet hole?
But it's like you got hit in the car. You drive conveniently, just driving, hitting all your exits. You're driving like a regular person. You're not swerving. You're not hitting shit. And then you randomly end up at someone's house. Can you take me to the hospital as your car is parked in their driveway? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, get the fuck out. I would pull out a gun and shoot him in the front of his face because you don't know what the fuck's going on here, right? And why would a random car just be following this person? I feel like there's a lot more to this story because you got a car following you. You can't tell who's inside of a car. If you're driving down the road, you have to really be looking to see who's in there. So you're just shooting at a random car, but you're targeting this person for a reason. So they know this person somehow, right? You would think. Because, I mean, you're not going to just go, I mean, you know what? I'm just going to go after this person in this random fucking car. Let me go follow this one person and target them, shoot at them, and then keep following them. It's just really weird here. But anyway, the police report did not say how severe the victim's injury was, but stated that he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. As of Tuesday, no one had been arrested for the shooting. So, I don't know, man. It's just a really fucking bizarre story there. Really
Why
fucking
wouldn't
bizarre.
they give detail on, like, how badly he was shot?
I don't know.
Like, was the bullet still in his head?
Maybe you're right. Maybe he did get grazed.
That's what I want to know.
It
And they're like,
definitely had to
no
have hit him.
details have been released. Well, release a damn detail. You can't just have a title like that, and then we have no idea what the hell happened to this poor guy. He was standing, walking, talking.
How good of a shot is that person? Because, I mean, you're shooting at someone that's already in a car. You got to figure they're sitting in the car seat. The back of their head is touching the headrest. So did that person just close their eyes, blink?
Maybe the headrest slowed the bullet down.
Maybe
Didn't
it
hurt him
barely
at that.
fucking popped in the back of the head.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
But then again, why would he go to someone's house and be like, hey, can you take me there? Can you take me to the hospital? And the woman was like, oh, I'll give you a ride there. He had to have known her. I really feel like this is some kind of weird connected story. But they didn't give any fucking details. I just found it interesting because, like, why the fuck would you just randomly shoot at someone and then continue to stalk them on the road unless there was a road rage incident or something? I don't fucking know. But be careful out there and be careful in New York. Make sure you have an umbrella that might have fucking some
If you bring
kind
up
of
these fucking
insecticide
spiders
or pesticide on there. Listen, this one's crazy. Giant venomous flying spiders are invading New York any day now. So Peter Parker's got company. An invasive species of spider is preparing to invade New York, and these arachnids can fly through the air like Spider-Man. They look really cool, too.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They're
And
very
they're
colorful
huge.
and they're awesome. Folks in New York and New Jersey are bracing for the imminent arrival of the Joro spider, a giant venomous species of eight-legged creatures known for their ability to parachute around town. They've been spreading up the eastern seaboard, heading directly for the northeast. Get a load of this. Female Joro spiders have leg spans reaching up to 4 inches and are known to use their silk webs to make balloon shapes that allow them to be carried through the air. How fucking cool is that, man?
We've talked about these damn spiders before.
Yeah, but it didn't happen, though.
Yeah, well, they're
is it gonna
down
happen
here.
now?
But now they're moving north.
It's about fucking time something's leaving here and going north. We could talk about that article that I saw, the fucking one where, we're
We are the
one.
number one city
Yeah.
for people to move to.
Anybody want to buy a house? I'll fucking jack the price up and take
Out of
advantage of your ass.
everywhere.
You want to come here? I'll fucking triple the price.
That article said that we were number one.
Fucking dirtbags. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking worthless
And we're
scumbags. You
wondering
voted
why-
for that shit. You fucking live with your consequences, you fucking bitches.
All these freaking condos and shit are
Fucking
popping
cunts.
up everywhere around us. Like, wait, that used to be trees. What's
Stupid
happening?
fucking cunts up in New York. Oh, I fucking hate these taxes, man. I'm gonna fucking move down south and keep voting for this shit. Fucking idiot motherfuckers. You voted for this shit. You fucking voted for it. You live with that shit. There should be a rule. After the election, you have to stay in your fucking location until the next one. Because you're a dumb fucking idiot. That's why. Anyway, that's an easy identifiable trait. Plus, they're easy to spot even when not parachuting into your nightmares because Joro spiders have bright yellow and gray bodies. So they look really cool, man.
No, they don't.
They have roots in East Asia. The first Joro spider arrived in North America in 2010 when they were spotted in Georgia.
Yeah.
Most likely hitching a ride on shipping containers. So they've invaded Florida, the Carolinas, Alabama, Mississippi, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, and Maryland. So there you go, man. They're saying the climate's the perfect place to home these bastards. Are going to be in New York and beyond. So they're hanging from telephone poles and street lamps and shit. And they're fucking enormous. So
spiders are everywhere. I can't wait to get sprayed on Friday. Our house is getting sprayed. I feel like when it's been like almost 3 months, like I can feel it. Like I just need someone in here to freaking spray. Like spiders are on the porch. Like it's just gross.
Spiders and fucking gnats are showing up now because it's the summertime here. The South and gnats, man, you just can't get away from them.
It's just the pollen and the gnats down here. I've never in my life had to deal with that shit.
It's a fucking nightmare.
It's terrible.
Gnats are the worst, man. Never seen so many until you live down here.
We have 4 traps.
Yep.
All over the house. And it's just like they just fly right in front of your face. Like, motherfucker, we have a trap right there.
What is the purpose of them? Do they provide anything of use to this fucking planet?
And I thought they only lived for like 2-3 days.
No.
Why are they still here?
Oh no, not them. Not these
They're
motherfuckers.
still flying in front of me. What is happening?
Jesus, man, those fucking little pieces of shit. And then like you fucking swat at them and they disappear.
I know.
They fucking disappear. You swat at them.
For like 10 seconds, you go back to doing what you were doing, and there it is.
I hate these little motherfuckers, man. What do you got?
Okay, so we'll go from spiders, and then I'll do the flavor thing real quick. M&M's just announced a new flavor, and while it sounds delicious, the timing is surprising. Early summer may have you craving fruity, citrusy, and ice cream inspired treats, but Mars has something else in store for the hottest months of the year: pumpkin pie. So pumpkin pie M&Ms are coming.
Okay, that could be good.
Pumpkin is starting a hell of a lot earlier this year. Because usually it starts like, what? Now it's like freaking August.
Yeah, like fall.
Like this, but like early. I know it's early, like every freaking year.
I mean, pumpkins, you can have a pumpkin any time of the year if you want. I know they're in season, but I mean, the thing is why can't you just have pumpkin flavor no matter when the fuck you want it? It's stupid, right? If it's such a big seller.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone would want a pumpkin latte in fucking June, right? Because why the fuck can't they just be available all the time?
Last week, the company that owns M&M's announced a brand new flavor of the beloved bite-sized candy, milk chocolate pumpkin pie, which will combine pumpkin spice flavors with a milk chocolate shell for that cozy autumn feel-good taste. We thought we had until at least Labor Day before pumpkin spice everything hit. But, well, big twist, the pumpkin pie will melt in your mouth, not your hands on the beach. In March, the brand launched a limited edition ice cream sundae white and dark chocolate candy, featuring M&Ms with creamy notes of vanilla ice cream and hot fudge. That sounds good. Topped with a light cherry flavor. Caramel cold brew M&Ms are a hit with the iced coffee loving crowd, and, of course, M&M's ice cream sandwiches are a nostalgic summertime hit. We don't know the exact date that the M&Ms are coming out, but pumpkin pie is coming. Also, I saw today, which I didn't grab that article, but giant Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Like massive Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I don't know.
They had some that were like
candy.
They had some that were like a football one, and it was like 5 yards or some shit like that. I forgot what it was. It was like a giant fucking Reese's, and it had like the yard thing, like a football marker would be or whatever. They were really big ass Reese's, man. They had another one that was like fucking 5 pounds and shit. And who the fuck, man? Really? That's just a lot of Reese's.
It's too much for me. I'll stick with the regular size.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're gonna market something like that you know people don't have self-control, man. They're gonna fucking die. They're gonna eat that whole fucking Reese's and then die or some shit, you know?
It does.
It's too much sugar, man.
It looks really, really yummy.
I'm sure it tastes yummy too. Reese's is amazing. You know what else would be good right now? Fucking pizza. Wouldn't it be good right now? Some actual pizza. Well, Vincent Zapata was on his way home after picking up a pizza when he realized he was not in his car. The Montana man accidentally drove a vehicle that was identical to his. He drove right back to the parking spot and returned the vehicle. Turns out he was driving Cynthia Fisher's vehicle. So she says, I'm just embarrassed for leaving my keys in the car. I always thought having the dog in the car would protect it, but he's not much of a guard dog. So this guy basically gets into a fucking car that has a dog already in it.
And keys in it.
And keys in it.
I'm sure his keys were in his hand.
Yes.
Right? Because who just gets into the car without their keys in their hand?
Us, remember? We went out to the car one day, thought we locked ourselves out the house, but we were sitting in the car. How the fuck did we get in the car if we didn't have the keys? Didn't even think about it.
No, because you typed the number.
No, I could, but I didn't that one time. I mean, I only do that.
Oh, the last time.
I've done that a handful of times in the years we've had this car.
That's right. They were in your freaking pocket.
We got in the car, we're sitting in it, I'm like, where are the keys?
You jumped the fence and everything.
I mean, at least I'm high all the time. There's no excuse for you two. Fucking bastards. So yeah, this guy basically went and picked up a pizza. He got out, went to one that looked like his that was running, got in and took off with a dog in the car. How the fuck? He didn't have a dog. But yet there's a dog in this car, so he just didn't question it. Oh, the car looks like mine. This must be my dog, even though I don't have one. And just
he
fucking
probably
left.
didn't even see the dog. Maybe it was a small dog. The dog was just sleeping, chilling out in the back.
You don't think the dog looked up and was like, all right, and just fucking went back to sleep? Oh, I guess this is life now. I guess this is life. What a fucking shitty story that one was, man. I don't even fucking know. I just want to bring it up because you always say that I don't pay attention. I'm clueless to things. I don't pay attention to things, and I get high, and I'm just not aware of anything.
Well, I have to start paying attention now because I know, like a couple of weeks ago, we were coming out of Walmart, and you were going the complete wrong direction for the freaking car, and I'm like, no, the car's over here.
Yeah.
You were walking towards another area. I'm like, where are you going?
Dude, it's bad.
He's just wandering the parking lot. And I'm like, the car's over here.
Just walk off in the middle of the fucking highway, just bonking the horn.
I am good because there's been times where I have to go into the store. Mm-hmm. I am good if you park the car and then I get out and go into the store. But if you drop me off at the door, forget it. I'm not going to find the car in the parking lot. I'm going to wander around like a freaking idiot.
Dude, I hate people that do that, by the way.
So every single time, like if I go in the store by myself, I'm like, we're just going to park so I know right where to go. Once it's parked, I'm good.
But isn't that fucking obnoxious, though, when you think about it? People that they have to, like, drop their fucking idiot off at the front door.
It drives me nuts.
It could be a beautiful day here in the South, and they will park their car in the front. People are trying to get out. They're trying to get in the store, and you got your car parked right in front of the doors. Mm-hmm. And I'm expecting some old lady to get out, but no, it's just some fat bitch. Some fat bitch. It's like you open the car door, you fucking kick her out. She fucking plops on the ground and rolls over to the door, and you're like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, the only time we ever do that is when we're leaving the store. You go out in the parking lot, get the car, and pick us up when it's pouring.
If it's pouring,
like
even
downpouring.
Yeah. Even then, it's rare. We're like, is it raining that bad? And then we'll run to the car because it's just too much. You got a bunch of idiots like getting their escorts. Like you motherfuckers can't get wet for 2 seconds. You pitiful motherfuckers! You can't just
Some
get wet
melt.
from your. You know what? No, because they're afraid to bathe. They're just afraid to get wet. Oh my god, they might wash some of the grime off my ass. I don't know, man. Fucking disgusting people. You want to hear something that's really disgusting, though?
What?
Trans-identifying athlete complains about lack of sportsmanship from female competitors.
Well, why? Who's gonna cheer for you?
This is our pride story of the episode here, because it's Pride Month.
I don't give a fuck what month it is.
I know.
I don't care. I celebrate no month.
So this fucking person who is attention-starved, craved, whatever you want to call it, man. These people are egotists. They're narcissists. They're fucking insatiable need for fucking attention and acceptance. All spotlights have to be on them. A red carpet has to be rolled from their bed to the bathroom when they wake up in the middle of the night. These people are disgusting.
Someone was going off this morning. You were in bed, but someone was going off this morning on our game.
Oh, good.
Going off about the pride shit that we were given. It's a gift, right?
It's ridiculous.
And the dude is in the chat. Is this a feat? Does it help you with
There's
skill
this gay
points
shit
or
a
whatever?
feat. He goes, yeah.
And someone finally answered because no one was saying anything.
Yeah.
Like, you don't ask, just fucking look. And someone's like, no, and he's like, thank fucking God I don't want to.
Some people are just looking for a reason to go off in their soapbox.
And then someone goes, well, someone's triggered. It's just like, just take it and whatever.
It's
delete
ridiculous.
it, don't delete it, whatever. I took the bouncy ball and started hitting people.
My whole thing with it, though, is just like, why do you have to have a month based off of a sexual preference?
I don't know.
This isn't your identity. You're not a fucking Zer or a Z. We should not be entertaining this shit. But yet we are. We're fucking entertaining it. We're giving them a fucking month. They have every other day of the year, but this month is their month. It's like, what the fuck with these disgusting fucking people? Anyway, a trans-identifying male high school athlete complained about the lack of sportsmanship from his female competitors after he won an event in the girls' championship. Veronica Garcia, 16, is a trans-identifying student who runs on the girls' track team at East Valley High School near Spokane. On Saturday, Garcia was greeted with boos from the crowd when he finished first in the girls' 400-meter run at the Track and Field Championships in Tacoma, making him the first trans-identifying high school athlete to place first in state. Yeah. Exactly. Girls are going to have nothing to themselves, and no one seems to give a shit about it.
God, unless they were booed.
Yeah, fucking. Wait, we don't know if he identifies as they. He said they were booed.
Well, whatever.
I know.
The person.
I know. It's so fucking ridiculous. When he accepted his gold medal at the podium, his female competitors did not applaud or cheer, but instead stood with their hands behind their backs.
Nice.
Someone in the crowd reportedly shouted, "She's not a girl." No, you should not have said she's not a girl. You should have said he's not a girl. That's what you should have said. And these girls should not have even been anywhere at the podium. They shouldn't even been at the podium. They shouldn't have showed up for this event.
No.
You fucking stand there and come on girls, everyone line up, and then all the girls should have stood there, let that person run by themselves around the lap, get their little first place award, and then they get off the fucking stage, and then the girls go for the real first place person. Their fucking redacted trophy should just go to the person who pretends to be the female. Just let them. All right, fine. You want to run? Fine, girls.
You would need all the schools to come to an agreement.
Yeah, it's like, fine, girls, wait 5 minutes, let this fucking airhead run around the track by themselves. All right, here's your fucking trophy. Get the fuck out of the way so you got the real race. Get the fuck out of here. That's what they should do. That's how they should be treated. I hate it. I hate the fact that you got to treat people like shit to get your point across, but in this case, you have to. How else are you going to deal with this fucking problem that we have here with these motherfuckers taking the one? If they were doing it, or it was all trans people against each other, then maybe you can get the applause and a cheer because you have a rightful winner if you put all the people in an equal playing ground together. I don't give a shit how many steroids or hormones these people are or not taking. Oh, well, this person's on estrogen blockers. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't change the fact that they got bone structure differently than women. Everything's different. I don't give a fuck, man. It's absolute cheating, and this person is a scumbag. Sportsmanship. That's like Mark McGwire fucking cranking out 75 home runs in a season and then being like, well, how come everyone's bitching? You guys aren't true sports, so I'm fucking cranking out these home runs with HGH flowing through my fucking veins. It's just ridiculous at its base. But anyway, someone in the crowd shouted, "She's not a girl." Garcia said he was somewhat hurt the girls did not congratulate him. "I guess maybe I expected sportsmanship because I was cheering the rest of them on when they were called. So I guess I expected to get that reciprocated, but I didn't get that," he told the spokesman review. "I'm just a teenager. I wish people would remember that," he said.
Oh, fuck off.
Get the fuck. You lose any credibility. You lose any sympathy when you're a bully, man. You're beating people that have no chance of beating
He's not
you.
getting the attention that he wanted.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
So that's all it is.
Oh, maybe I should have stayed a guy. Yeah, you
can't
fucking
win.
You can't win as a guy.
Can't win as a guy.
Because you're a fucking pussy and you're a coward. I hate these people. I fucking hate them.
Maybe if he went home and actually trained.
Yeah,
and
fucking
tried really hard, maybe he could
You know what?
beat a guy.
If you can't beat the guys, then you fucking find something you can beat them at. Or you practice harder. Whatever happened to that? Now people want to take the easy way out.
I don't know.
It reminds me of an episode of Seinfeld, actually, when Kramer was in a karate thing, and they were like, "Oh man, you're really in this karate thing," and then they found out he was beating up kids. He was training karate with kids. He's beating the shit out of them and training or whatever. And it's like, yeah, this is exactly what this is. It's what this is. You're beating the crap out of people that have no chance of beating you. And you expect to get flowers thrown at your feet and thank you for coming into our sport and taking away everything we worked for that you didn't deserve or earn. Thank you. Fucking thank you, sir. I'm sorry, ma'am, and fucking cheer for these pieces of shit. So Garcia's first place time for the 400-meter run was 55.75 seconds, a full second faster than the girl who finished second. So the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association, which governs high school sports in the state, allows trans-identifying students to compete on a team of the opposite sex. So therefore, you pull your kids out and just run your own events. Fuck these people. The WIAA also does not require high school athletes to take cross-sex hormones or puberty blockers to play in a team of the opposite sex. So why is there a men's division? Why is there a women's division? Why are there weight limits to anything? Why don't we just say fucking go ahead? Go ahead, everybody. Just do what the fuck you want. I think that's where we're headed to as a society. Just do whatever you want. If you look at the lawlessness, they take the fucking, people can just come in off the fucking streets into your country from another country. Just crossing over the border illegally, horrible shit happening. Fucking boys could just be girls and beat the shit out of the girls because it never goes the other way because girls are smarter than that. There aren't any, I've never seen a girl just be like, yep, I'm a guy now. I'm going to go play in the NFL. You know what happened to that bitch? She'd get broken in half on the first fucking play. She'd never make it. That's why girls stay in their lane. And you know why girls stay in their lane? Because they can't beat the guys. Why is it okay for guys to fucking destroy everything women work for? If I'm a girl who's 5, 6 years old, I'm like, man, I want to grow up to be like this person. Sorry, you can't. Because some dude's going to fucking come in and just beat your ass. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do to be better than this guy in this thing because it's physically impossible. Fucking disgusting. This Garcia's parents should be fucking ashamed of themselves, man. You got a 16-year-old fucking mentally disturbed kid and you're egging this shit on and you're hurting everybody else in the process. I hate these fucking people, man. They think that their rights are enough to take away someone else's rights and privileges. No. If you're a transgender person and you're one of the ones that I can respect, then you're one of the ones who's like, hey, listen, I feel like I'm the opposite sex. You can live your life that way. That's fine. But don't fucking make other people follow along with this shit. Don't hurt other people's chances of succeeding in life, of living their dreams because you fucking were, quote unquote, supposedly born in the wrong fucking body. I hate these fucking people, man. I can't say it enough. I fucking hate them. Not all of them, obviously, because there are some that do have that mindset that hate the shit that they're seeing on TV now and in the newspapers and whatnot. That are like, man, I'm a trans person, but I think this is ridiculous. Let girls beat girls, let guys beat guys. Disgusting, man. I don't know. It's fucking terrible. You got anything you want to add to that?
No. A man's attempt to get the name of a popular soda brand tattooed on his arm backfired horribly after it spelled a word with a far less sweet meaning. I would be so pissed if I got a freaking tattoo and the damn word was spelled wrong. According to a Reddit post, the unnamed body art recipient wanted the word Sprite tattooed on his arm, only for the artist to accidentally ink Spite on an illustration of a soda can. Dude, I would be so freaking mad.
You can play that tattoo off, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I love my Spite can, quipped the Redditor, whose tattoo had forum users in hysterics. Many said they actually liked the typo. The original poster also encouraged his fellow Redditors to share other garbage tasks they love, prompting a flurry of responses. Some of the wilder ones included an inverse mermaid with a fish head and human legs. Like, are they getting it done on their back or something that they can't see what the hell is being done?
I don't know. There are some tattoo places where they'll give you a deal if you just get whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because the one around here, they'll post every once in a while, like, weekend specials or whatever, and, like, you have to choose one of the pictures that they drew. Well,
they've got a gumball machine, too.
Yeah.
Where, like, you put, like, a quarter in, it spits out a thing, and it's got a picture of a tattoo that you'll get on yourself.
Yeah.
That's
a gamble, though.
Some people are just fucking dumb. They just get tattoos to get them. They don't care. There's no story behind it. They just want to get inked up for no reason. Some people are just like that.
So the fish head with human legs and a snail that looked like a child drew it. While certainly awful, those catastrophic ink jobs don't hold a candle to some of the terrible tats people have been bestowed with. In December, a woman's attempt to get her lips tattooed backfired horribly after her kissers ballooned to monstrous proportions to the point where her husband wouldn't come near her.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if...
It's so stupid. I guess to make it look like it's got lipstick on or something. I can just imagine Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, don't do anything too crazy, I guess. If you're going to get a tattoo, don't do anything that's going to physically change your appearance. And I know a tattoo is a change of your appearance, but put it in like an arm. I don't know, man.
Meanwhile, one TikToker was left looking like she had 2 eyebrows over one eye.
they added another eyebrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
After letting her friend anoint them with ink. Her friend did it.
I guess that's when you shave your regular one and just roll with the tattoo one, right? Fucking idiots, man.
Dude, I would lose it.
They deserve it. You're putting permanent ink. You would think you'd monitor what the fuck is getting put on you better.
Oh my god, and last summer, a Taylor Swift superfan was blasted for getting a tacky as hell back tattoo that showcased numerous song and album titles by the pop star. Perhaps nothing compares to one woman who got a full face tattoo against her will, which is prevented.
How do you get a tattoo against your will?
It's prevented her from getting a job.
You gotta stand still for that shit, man.
And it hurts. Like you don't feel needles
against
on your
will,
face.
unless you're being tied to a fucking table or something.
I want to know the backstory on that one. Like, how did that happen? It was against her will, so obviously she was tied
drunk.
down.
She was drunk. She got that tattoo. She was drunk.
And
yeah, dumb bitch.
What is it? What, does it cover her whole face? Like, oh my god,
man!
I would love to see. And a 2 eyebrow one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
Can you imagine
that
that license picture? Like fucking Merv from Practical Jokers. Remember they shaved his eyebrows? Imagine someone with 2.
God.
Oh god. Fucking A, man. It's just admit, hey, I got a stupid tattoo. That's all you got to say. No one put it on you against your will. No one did that shit. Because I guarantee, I want to see the tattoo. Is it straight? Are there jagged lines? Are there signs that she was moving her face around trying to break free of the constraints or whatever?
Well, she can't land a job, so it must cover a big portion somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just... I read that article this morning. I was out there freaking cracking up. Just so stupid.
A face tattoo is a really fucking bad idea. Can you imagine if, like, Courtney Cox now went and got a tattoo of Courtney Cox back then and made her hot again? They just completely drew over her face, whatever the fuck she was doing. Alright, Sherry wanted me to let you know that not everyone truly stays dead sometimes. Like this woman who was found still alive at a funeral home.
Yeah.
Only to die hours later. I don't know, man. That is like a fucking... What is that? Like a peekaboo spirit or some shit? It's like you're gone, you're back, you're gone, you're back. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office said a woman who'd been pronounced dead and later came back to life at a Lincoln funeral home has died again. The bitch who couldn't make up her mind was Constance Glantz. She was 74. She was pronounced dead for a second time at 4 p.m. on Monday, according to Chief Deputy Ben Hoken. Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon, sounds like condom, ordered an autopsy that will be performed at 10 a.m. on Tuesday if the bitch stays dead. The Sheriff's Office will give an update once the final autopsy report is completed.
See, that's very scary to me.
Yeah.
Like being buried alive, like people think you're dead and you're not, or like they're an autopsy and you're not dead. I don't know, like, because we've read a couple stories where like people have thought, usually in other countries,
wake up in a body bag with a toe tag on. You're like, where am I?
That's like really scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, you fall asleep. Because I mean, I can only imagine what death is like. Apparently, you're just sitting there 1 second, the next second you're not. So you probably feel yourself slipping away, and then you wake up and you're like, where the fuck am I? You know, you have no idea. You lose all that time.
Yeah.
It's got to be like falling asleep at night when you wake up in the morning and you're like, where am I? And then you hear your fan blowing or you hear your TV, your people in the house. You're like, all right, I'm home. Maybe it's got to be that kind of discombobulation. I don't know.
I feel like we've read quite a few stories, like to the point where we need to go back to having bells above the grave, man.
Yeah.
People need to be listening.
Or maybe when you think they're dead, put a crucifix in them and then fucking burn them. Put like a rosary on them like they used to do back in the day when everyone was a vampire. Anyway, so the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is investigating it after she'd been pronounced dead, but she was discovered to still be alive in the funeral home. Earlier, around 9:45 a.m. on Monday, Glantz had been pronounced dead by staff at the Mulberry Nursing Home in Waverly. She had been in hospice, and nursing staff were expecting her to die. The funeral home staff took her body to their facility. Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to the funeral home at 11:43 on Monday after a caller said CPR was in progress for the woman. While preparing her body for funeral arrangements, a funeral home staff member noticed she was still breathing and called 911. Emergency officials took Lance to the hospital where she died hours later. Man.
And back to the funeral home she goes.
Yeah, and I also want to state in our investigation that the funeral home did nothing wrong. They are the ones that found that she was still alive, according to the Hogan, the officer.
So who in that nursing home just gave up and just like, here, come take this body?
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
That woman was thriving 20 years before this happened, and now all of a sudden this is what happens. It's horrible, man. You know? It's fucking scary.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's a scary thought. I couldn't imagine that, just being happy and then being brought right back to life. You're like, fuck. That would suck, man. If I die and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm laying in bed, my eyes shut, and you guys are like, oh, Dad's gone. Pop the champagne. All of a sudden, I'm like, I start coughing again. Make sure you put that pillow over my face and finish the job, all right?
Oh, my God.
One last one here for you, and this one came from a listener named Jess. Angry father sucker punches comedian on stage over crude joke about his son. All right. A stand-up comedy set in Madrid, Spain, devolved into mayhem on Monday evening when the comedian performing was rushed by an angry father in the audience who punched him right in the face in front of the shocked room. However, it wasn't a random attack as the pair had traded barbs on social media prior to the incident. Okay, so this was a premeditated assault here.
Yeah.
So it all started over the weekend when the enraged father identified as right-wing activist, so you have to throw that out there, and musician Alberto Pugliato. He posted a photo of his 3-month-old son on X on Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, which he captioned, "Happy and blessed." It didn't take long for trolls to hijack the post, including comedian Jamie Caravaca, who inexplicably responded, "Nothing and no one can prevent the possibility that he is gay, and when he grows up he gets tired of sucking black cock."
Wow.
All right,
it's a 3-month-old baby.
This guy deserved an ass
yeah,
whooping, man.
That's over the line.
Yeah, you don't say anything.
I don't care if you don't like the person's political beliefs or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a 3-month-old child.
Well, that's why you don't post pictures. I don't care what wing you are. You don't post pictures of your kids online like that.
That's terrible.
It didn't take long for Pugliato to fire back. "I assure you that you are going to apologize for what you said about my 3-month-old son, and you will discover that real life is not Twitter." AKA, you F-A'd. Now you're going to F-O eventually. So after Caravaca deleted his tweet, Pugliato doubled down on his threat by posting a screenshot. He deleted the tweet, but I captured it, he added. "I'll print it and take it to a stand-up show so we can laugh about this in person." Oh, I love this fucking guy. Mm-hmm. I love this guy, man. And sure enough, during Caravaca's set on Monday, Pugliato made good on his promise. In the video taken by an audience member, he could be seen storming onto the stage and landing a blow right to the comic's face. Oh, my God.
Good.
Pugliato then demanded that Caravaca say the joke to his face and called him trash. After cornering the terrified comedian and apologizing, telling the crowd that he was simply defending his child, Pugliato got in one last smack before walking off stage.
Good for him.
This is fucking amazing, dude. Every Twitter
I'm sure
troll.
This guy got freaking charged, but you know what?
Yeah.
I guarantee it was worth it.
Seriously, every single person out there that talks shit online needs this to happen to them one time.
Yeah.
All these untouchable people, you put them in front of a real fucking human being that they've offended, and I guarantee you they would not have that same fucking energy they had. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. Fucking cowards, man. Seriously, this is the best story. Thank you for sending this one in. Let me see if there's anything else here. I just lost where the fuck I was here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Following the attack, Caravaca took to social media to apologize for his remarks that resulted in the fracas. After what happened, what was intended to be a joke was ultimately an unfortunate, not at all appropriate comment on my part. Thank you. He got some sense smacked into him. And there you go. He learned his fucking lesson. Maybe now he won't be the same little piece of shit that he was before the internet gave him that shield of invulnerability that he thought he had. My apologies to anyone who feels affected. Let's put violence aside and leave a good world for people to grow free. Please stop whipping my ass at my shows. Probably the best part of a set. And for his part, Pugliato accepted the apology, responding that he would demand freedom of expression in the same way that he defends his right to respond. Thank you for this story.
Yeah.
This is the best one, I think, that has ever been sent into the show. So thank you, Jess, for sending that one in. This is the best one. I'm being serious and sincere here. This is a great lesson.
Yeah.
Fuck around, you find out. There are consequences to everything. And they handled it right afterwards. He's like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. He got his ass whooped and he took his medicine like a champ. He didn't pull out his phone and recorded.
He was nasty.
Yeah, he was nasty. And he's like, shit.
God, what's wrong with you?
Self-reflection. Maybe I deserve that. You got your ass whooping and you apologized for it. And guess what the other guy did? He accepted the apology.
Yeah.
And they're both moving on with their lives. No one got shot. No one got killed. The guy said something stupid. He got his ass beat. He apologized and the other guy accepted. This is how life should be. But instead, everyone just wants to keep being a fucking asshole.
Oh, good job.
There you go. You didn't even give me the look that you give me of adoration. The thumbs up like, hey, you stuck that one. You stuck that landing on that one.
Good job for you.
Thank you.
Good job. You did so well.
I was waiting for you to say, what are you, fucking transgender? You just see constant adulation?
Flowers.
Flowers everywhere I fucking go. Oh, you missed one flower at one stop. You must be a fucking trans... Can I say it? I hate these people again.
No.
I hate these extremists.
I know.
I hate them.
No more.
Not the regular ones. There's not too many of those. But...
we like the regular ones.
The regular ones are fine. The regular ones are fine. All right, the rest of them are assholes, so let's get to it here. This person wants to know, why the hell this is your favorite segment?
Because it's the last one, man. And then I can get out of this squeaky chair.
Yeah, don't fucking accentuate it, the squeaky chair. No one wants to hear a squeaky chair in a podcast. So what does she do? She sticks her tongue out and starts squeaking the fucking chair. This person wants to know, am I the asshole because my roommate used my bed for sex?
Oh, no. Get the hell out of here.
Why wouldn't the roommate use their own?
It's your roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong with theirs? No. And there's no excuse. Yeah. Unless there's like a gas leak in that one bedroom or something. They can't get in there.
What about this? What about if you're a roommate who's got money and your roommate doesn't have money and they sleep on a futon, you've got a nice bed, and they're like, hey,
I don't care, no.
Got this fucking hot chick and I don't want her to know I sleep on a futon.
No.
All right. Well, you're not a guy, even though you could be one if you just told me you were one. I would just have to fucking agree with it. And then to not be gay, I would tell you I'm a woman, so I can keep that part of the act up. And it would just have to fit somewhere. Hey, folks, I'm thankful for your input. I don't think I'm the asshole, but who knows? I'm a 30-year-old male, and my best friend Alex, he's also 30, had a huge falling out with his family for career reasons. They threw him out, and he's been living with me since. It's been great and fun. Alex has a guest bed in a separate room. Oh,
okay. I was going to say, is he sleeping on the couch? He's got a guest bed.
He has a bed.
Okay.
You're 30 years old and you're fighting with your family over your career choice. Your family needs to butt the fuck out at that point. Like, hey, man, you're 30. Fuck. I taught you what I could.
Also said his 30-year-old friend moved in with him because he had a falling out with his family over a career choice. You're 30 years old. Why were you still living at home?
I'm not letting a friend move in. I'm sorry. You're not a friend if... You're living with your parents. You're not the kind of person I want in. I mean, I'm not saying like I would never let a friend move in. I mean, if I had a friend back in this 30-year-old age and I was single, and they got kicked out of like their girlfriend's house, yeah, you could stay for a few nights. Oh. Your parents, no, because I mean, it's just different. Why are your parents taking care of you? You're 30, but hey, you and your girlfriend live together. You got into a fight. You need a place to crash. Okay, that's different to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyway, now one thing I noticed about Alex after a few weeks that he is quite sexually active. Nothing against that. His life is fun. He uses his guest bed for this too, which I'm okay with as well. Now, I do have this sort of tradition for a few years now that every Friday after work, I immediately visit my parents and we're eating dinner together. A small family gathering once a week, if you so will. Last Friday, though, in the morning while I was at work, my mom texted me that they won't be at home for reasons. So I thought, why go there in the first place? And after work, immediately drove home. Well, I enter my flat and I can hear moaning. It was then that I noticed 1, the door to the guest room, which is opposite the entrance door at the end of the corridor, was open, and 2, the noises came from my right, which was the door to my own room. So after I realized 1 + 1 = 2, I stormed into my own room and saw Alex plowing some girl in my bed. I screamed at both of them, demanding the girl get the F out of my flat and asking Alex if he had lost his mind.
Yeah.
Another thing I might need to add, if it matters, I don't know, is the fact that I'm gay. Which means I need everyone to constantly tell me how great I am.
Who cares? What does that have to do with the fucking... Who cares?
Because he just wants everyone to say, "Oh, oh, he's so special." Which Alex has known ever since school. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and
What does that mean?
and
It would be different if your roommate was gay and he was screwing a guy in your bed. Would it be different?
I guess
he just doesn't want females in his bed.
It doesn't make sense.
Because otherwise, there's no reason for us to even. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right? He's got to be upset because there's a female in his bed and not two men.
If you're not attracted to women, they're not going to give you a fucking disease.
Yeah, they
don't have the cooties.
It's a really weird thing to add to the story.
Is it necessary to add? I guess to their point of view it is, because for some of these people, for a good lot of them, their sexual preference is their identity, which shouldn't be the case, because I've said this a million times. You have more to offer than how you fuck. There's a lot more to you than that. I wish these people would realize it for themselves. But anyway, so not only did I have to think that my best friend was using my bed, but also that one woman, yuck, had been on there as well, which absolutely disgusted me.
Okay, see, now you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
Now he's pissing me off.
You don't have to be, like, I'm not attracted to men, but I don't hate men. I don't make friends with them. But no.
So that's why the gay comes into he doesn't want women in his bed. Dude, seriously. Oh my god. Wash your sheets and who cares?
Can I just say how stupid that is?
I was so mad that they were in there. No, I don't care. Just get the hell out of my bed. I don't give a shit who's in my bed. Yeah. No one should be in my bed. Get the hell out.
How deep is this hatred of women?
It's really bizarre.
Does he not want them making his food? If he goes to like McDonald's or some shit, he's like, I want a number 2, but I want her to cook it, or him to cook it.
It's weird.
I mean, how deep is this hatred? So anyway, seeing the sheet then in a small puddle of what could only be seen as the girl's juice was even more sickening. Okay, now that's disgusting. I don't want anybody's juice on my fucking bed. I don't even know. Well, first action for me was going to that sheet and throwing it inside the washing machine, all the while Alex and I screamed at each other. Him telling me to calm down, that I'm overreacting and stuff like that. No, there is no overreacting. You're on this person's bed.
You're in someone else's bed. You don't do that.
I just repeated myself for the most part, telling him he's an asshole for using my bed, that he disgusts me, that he'd be equally disgusted if I use his guest bed, and so on and so forth. Yeah, because there'd be shit all over the bed in that case. He eventually stormed out angrily and was gone for several hours. So he left angry. I've spoken to some other friends, all 3 male and straight, and they all think I overreacted. I don't know. He didn't overreact.
He didn't overreact, but his reasoning is really aggravating me.
Yeah.
He's mad because it was a female.
Yeah, if he just left that part out and was like, yeah, you don't be fucking people in my bed.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah. Your roommate was screwing in your bed. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. But then he threw the female crap in there, and so, like, I don't know. Ugh.
They said that I should have told him about my mother's text and that I'd been home earlier.
No, what? No. I don't need to tell you. I live here. This is my house.
I mean, it's not that he lives there. This is your shit.
Yeah.
This was yours before them. It's yours during them, and it will be yours after them. This is your shit.
It's time for this guy to move. This roommate needs to get the fuck out.
I would just kick him right now. This person's not looking for a roommate. He's looking for a fucking replacement parent.
Oh,
that's what he's looking for. He's looking for someone to take care of him. He's a fucking mooch.
He was probably screwing in his parents' bed.
Yeah.
When his parents weren't around.
Why are you screwing someone else's bed? What is the appeal of that? What is the appeal of that? You're screwing someone else's bed.
That's gross.
Unless the other person's bed I'm screwing in happens to be the person I'm screwing in their place, then there's no reason for me to be screwing in someone else's bed. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Did I overreact? Am I the asshole here for telling him he's disgusting and an asshole for using my bed for his encounters? Because it's nothing wild? Thanks for your answers and views. Maybe even some advice on how to handle the situation. Alex and I are not on speaking terms right now, and we ignore each other, though he still lives with me.
No, he needs to get the fuck out.
I think neither of us want to admit that we were wrong and do the first step. Sorry for the long text. Thanks for reading and your answers. Am I the asshole?
He's not an asshole for getting mad that they were in his bed. He's an asshole for getting upset that it was a female.
Yeah.
And he needs to get rid of this roommate.
I mean, I guess you can't fault him for his reasoning only because it's his shit. You can't blame someone for being mad, but it just sounds stupid.
It sounds really stupid. He could have just left all that part out.
Yeah.
He needs to kick this roommate out because every time you go to work, you're going to be thinking, like, is he screwing in my bed now?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Is he going through my dresser?
Yeah. You're in my room.
Yeah, you're in my room. What? I would put a lock on the door.
You shouldn't even have to do that because it's your place. Is this person even... I guarantee you they're not paying rent.
This guy needs to go. He needs to get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah, the guy's a piece of shit, man. You're 30 years old. You got kicked out of your parents' house. You're 30 years old, man. I understand times are different now, but you're 30 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of there. There are options, man. There are options out there. You're just a fucking loser. You're a scumbag. Gay guy's not the asshole here, even though his reasoning is very stupid and irrational. I mean, you can't fault someone for being angry about something, especially this. So that was an easy one, right?
Yeah, that was good.
So we got another episode coming this week. And if you like that asshole story, we got plenty more for you coming up this Friday. At what time?
6 Eastern on Podbean.
So all you got to do is subscribe in the Podbean app, and you will get the notification as it comes up. Or you can follow us on X at Voices of Misery, and you'll see the tweet come up about 2 minutes before we go into the room.
You want to shoot the email out there too?
At voicesofmiserypodcast@gmail.com.
There you go.
Well, what are you going to be doing for the next couple of days?
Probably just watching the originals, and that's it. Kids are both out of school now, so now, yeah, that's it.
I have a final score for Seinfeld, but I'm going to save it until I finish season 9, which will be finished probably tomorrow morning. But I'm going to have a final review for it on Friday, and then after that, who knows? I'll have a final review for this other show I'm on season 2 of, and there's only 2 seasons. 3's coming out eventually. I think they're talking about doing that. So,
Really? You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Big Little Lies?
Yeah, there's a thing talking about it online. Evil is every Thursday. That show Evil. So it's not the best show. It's all right. They got some pretty decent supernatural shit on there, but they brought that one back. That's on Paramount. There's a couple episodes up there I got to catch up on, and then after that, who knows, man? I got no idea what I'm going to be doing, so I got to figure it out. Maybe I'll do Supernatural because fucking no one else wants to do that damn show. So maybe I'll just freaking do it. I love it so much. Tell me how you find us.
You can find us at Voice of Misery on all platforms and voicesofmiserypodcast@gmail.com.